Hey, Motorman here, and I've got some breaking news with Harley Davidson. They just introduced a brand new Icon model. I'm going to show it to you right now. And here it is, the 2024 Hydra Glide Icon. This looks very much like, well, the 1956 Hydra Glide. And it's a funny thing about, I think it was 2022, when there were a lot of rumors about the new Icon models. I had heard from somebody, in fact, I'm going to let you watch the video in a minute, but I had heard from somebody that worked on the assembly line who had retired, and he said they were working on, or some people were working on, a reproduction of the Hydra Glide or Duo Glide. He couldn't say exactly which one, but I was thinking, well, maybe they're going to do a retro model or an Icon model of the Elvis bike, and that's really exactly what they've done. I'll show you some pictures from that model, but this is a beautiful motorcycle from every angle, very nostalgic, and you know I love nostalgia. I've got an Icon Revival, as a matter of fact, that I bought because I like the styling of the 50s and 60s Harley Davidsons. But this particular bike, MSRP is $24,999. They're only going to make 1,750 of them. That means every dealer will get two. They're all in this one color, the red with the off-white kind of, I think they call it a slash graphic on the tank. But I love what they did with the seat on this and the saddlebags. Now, these are actually the same saddlebags you get on any Heritage, but they put that nostalgic touch to it, which I think is just terrific. The only thing missing on this bike, which I would have loved to have seen, is the wide white walls. And that's strange because all the other Icon models they've made have had the wide white walls, and that's something you could easily add to this, but you know, it's going to cost you a few $100. But that's the only thing I believe is missing from this bike. And in case you think I'm kidding about or I'm making this up about my predictions, I'm going to show you an excerpt from a video I did 2 years ago talking about this exact model. And from what Harley says, they're going to be coming out with one or two of the Icon collection every year that harkens back to different motorcycles, icons that Harley made over the years. You know, granted, what I'm telling you, this is just a rumor from what I consider a pretty good source. This is from a man who recently retired from Harley Davidson, worked on the assembly line up until I think 2 months ago, and he said they had them going over a motorcycle that looked very much like the 1957 FLH. That bike was sort of made famous by Elvis because he had one of those, a black one with every accessory that Harley Davidson makes, from the windshield to all the fender ornaments. Really sharp looking motorcycle. In fact, back in, I think it was 2007, Bruce Rossmeyer's Harley Davidson over in Ormond Beach near Daytona did a replica of that bike, which looked very, very much like it. And he said they had one they were going over it on the assembly line, not so much on the assembly line, but taking parts from different motorcycles, and he said it was based on it was coming from, they were customizing the Heritage. That's the 2018 and later Softails. It was complete with the leather bags. He said though they were hard bags, they had a leather covering that looked just like the bags from the 1950s. Funny thing is, the rumor has now come true. This might very well be the exact bike that this guy said they were working on while he was working on the assembly line. It is based on the Heritage. It has actually the Heritage bags on it, hard bags that with the leather trim and the little chrome spots on it and the fringe. So basically, everything this guy told me, which, you know, I had my doubts about it because you never know what people say, but it looks like it actually did happen. And here it is. This is the new Hydra Glide, looking very much like the 1950s models. This particular motorcycle, my dealer actually got one in today, and it was already sold. So if you're looking for one of these, folks, you better make it quick. I did not get a chance to ride it because somebody already purchased the bike, but I'll be going over to Daytona on Saturday. I'm going to first stop at the Speedway, and I may get to take one of these for a ride. I hope to see you in Daytona. If you see me first, come on over, say hello. I'll have some swag for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. May or may not be breaking news to you. It just came out on the Harley's website this morning, and I went over to the local dealership, Wesley Chapel, and they just happened to have one. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.